So I want to welcome you all this last session, the 65th session, and it's our last session for June. In the beginning of June, when we started, we knew that June is the month of love and the month of Gemini. They're coming together, the twins. We've moved out of that phase now, but we're still in the 6th month, the month of love, relationships, and all of that, and insights, and so on and so forth. It was quite interesting for me to see so many visions in relation to love and twin flame and stuff like that, starting at the beginning of June. And it has led us through all the way, with me having other visions and things coming along. So tonight is the last night. And this morning when I went into meditation, the vision that I saw was, first of all, of two small babies wrapped up, bundled up, but they were laying separate from each other. They weren't close together, they were separate. And I saw the divine feminine. She looked like, a depiction of Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene, dressed like that. So that the divine feminine. And she was almost like she was trying to protect herself, but at the same time embracing the warmth of this beautiful big flame of light that was coming towards her. She was like in awe of it, so a little bit scared, in fact, a little bit like, what is coming? And it stayed there, so brilliant. And then my heart opened, and as my heart opened, I saw the vision that looked like Neptune, which is Serapis, sometimes shows himself looking like Neptune, which is, as the Greek god, he does look very much like Neptune, and there is a connection, but I can't tell you what it is at the moment. So he was reaching out. Now, we know that the twin flame purpose is about ascension. Serapis is the master of ascension, so it only makes sense that his energy is reaching, sending out to call the divine feminine in to come into the flame of ascension with the divine masculine. Now, it was not a white flame, which the white flame is the white flame of ascension, but that because I knew. Some people might say, how do you know what all of this means? When I'm in meditation, I just know. It can be one vision, but it seems to have a big explanation. There's just a knowing. So I knew that these babies, I knew they were twins. They were exactly the same, but they were separated. They had been separated. And then, of course, the divine feminine and the divine masculine in the flame. He was in the flame because this is the connection through spirit, through the divine, and also because the divine masculine, if we look at the chakras of Alpha above the crown of the head, which is the divine masculine, the God energy, it gives us our direction, our soul's direction. It's like our connection to God or our higher self. And the Omega chakra, just below our feet, just below the earth's surface, that ties us into the earth, is the divine feminine and is more earthly. So I tend to see the feminine more earthly, and I tend to see the masculine more godly, if you like. And we have to remember that when we're talking the twin souls and twin flames, we are talking on the spiritual level. So we are to let go of the human side of it, because the human desire wants the relationship, wants the love, wants the coming together with all of these human connotations around it. But the reality is that it is what is happening in spirit. Now, as you know, because I've written and I've told you, I am not in physical union with my twin flame, but we are in each other's lives and we are walking the journey. So I am going through all of the so-called symptoms, if you like, of the twin flame. But and I have been in that. I want to be together. I want this. I want, a typical woman wanting love. I've been through all of that, and I've been through all of the no, I don't want anything to do with it. All of it. But now, and we have been through some great conflict. But now there is a coming together, or a peace. There is a peace between us. And since this peace has come between us, Spirit has been giving me a lot of visions and a lot of awareness of what is happening on the spiritual levels. Now, we are in contact, really, well, at least once a week, I guess, which is really feels like a lifetime. But it's a hi or a yes or a no, or there's no conversation. There's no conversation. So it's the spiritual connection that we need to look at. So I can't tell you if there's a coming together in my own situation, because it does not look like it. But there is a coming together on the level of the spiritual. Now, we each need to awaken to our purpose, our mission. And that happened for me back in 2004, when I was downloaded with these frequencies and developed the Luxor Life Ascension program, as you know. And I walked that journey for a long time until 2010, when I'm going to do a video on this and I talk about this. But in 2010, my then beloved, that I thought was my twin flame, I found out that he had married another woman 2 years previous. So 2 years into our relationship, he married somebody else, and 2 years after that, I found out, stumbled upon. So those people that know me, there's some of you on here, know what happened to me in that situation. It destroyed my life. I thought he was my twin flame, but it wasn't about thinking he was my twin flame. It was because he was, or is, it doesn't all of a sudden lose this space, but is flame of my flame. He is part of my soul. He is same soul, fragment, if you like, whatever. And all of the scenarios that led up to me coming together with him, you would think it was a twin flame. And there's no wonder that I thought he was. And there'll be more talk about that at another stage, but it was massive. And the connection was so powerful that what happened when I found out was that my whole self, it appeared that my soul became completely shattered throughout the whole universe again. And I saw it and I heard it, and I heard the angels bellowing with me. It was a massive experience, and my life fell apart. But what I did not know then, that I know now, is that Luxor Light is the precursor to coming. That I was given a system that is a precursor to preparing people for the journey of the twin flame, because not everybody meets their twin flame in the physical, but everybody has one. Everybody has one. And I want to sort of stop where I'm at there for a moment, because this has popped into my head and I want to mention it so I don't forget. Many people have their twin flame or twin soul connection in the spiritual. So they are incarnate here on earth, and their twin soul or twin flame is in spirit. And they make the connection in spirit, and their missions unfold and take place. Now, these people, they go through the same process as anybody that meets their twin flame in the physical, but they are removed of the personality. So while their journey does the same thing, and they may see, hear, be given messages, their psychicness opens up more, so on and so forth, they are not facing their mirror in the physical. So for them, in some ways, it's harder, and in some ways, it's easier, because they can simply connect with them at the level of the soul and open to the mission. And so we are all, as a collective, being offered this opportunity today with these energies to connect with our twin soul. Those that meet their twin soul, twin flame in the physical have to deal with the mirror, have to deal with the so-called running and coming and going. But that's all, they're just labels that are given to describe what is happening within the connection of these two souls coming together on the earth plane. And so we each have a frequency. Everybody is born with a specific frequency. We each have a mission or a purpose or whatever. We need to awaken to that. We each must awaken to that and take the steps forward, step by step by step, to be working that. And then something happens. We come to a particular level of our awakening where we need the next. If you like, this is, you don't have to agree with me. Just take what resonates and what doesn't. We are a flame. You are a flame. I am a flame. All of us are one flame. When we meet our twin flame, or when we connect with our twin flame in spirit, we then have two flames. Flame, flame, flamey, flamey, flamey. And when those flames come together, we create a third flame, which means a third purpose, a third mission. So this flame has their mission. One in spirit, if it's in spirit, he, she, whatever, is in spirit. Their mission is in spirit. Our mission is in the physical. When the two come together, whether it be in spirit or whether it be in the physical, there is another mission, a combined mission for the two to come together. And it will be connected in some way to your own unique mission. It will be a help or a support or something that brings the two together. And these flames, as they come together, are very intense. And it takes time for the energetics, for the energies to get used to each other. If you think about a wildfire, bushfire, coursing down one side of the road and another bushfire coursing down the other side of the road, really, really coming up, and they're coming up and they're coming. When they hit each other, boom, there's this massive flame that takes off. And it's like this when you connect with your twin flame. Now, it's different for everybody. So it may not happen the first time you meet your twin flame. I've done a lot of reading, if you like, and research since I stepped on this journey. And some people say when they met their twin flame for the first time, it was like a coming home. Now, what I can say is that it is like a coming home. For me, it's like a coming home now, but it wasn't before, because for me, when I connected with my twin flame, the wildfire started straight away. But some people come together, they feel at home, and maybe that's how they recognize that they know this love is beautiful and whatever. But don't be confused, because my relationship that pulled me to shreds was like a coming home. It seriously was like a coming home. And I described it to some of my friends as an easy relationship, that it was blissful. It felt sweet. Sweet was the word I used to use, was that this relationship is so sweet. It is so sweet. But it didn't end up sweet, but that doesn't matter. But that's what it felt like. That felt like a coming home. And I felt like I was detached and that I could take it or leave it. And I am in that same space now with my twin flame. I can take it or leave it. The love is like a coming home. It is a oneness. It feels just like it just is. But if we never come together in the physical union, I am okay with that. The reason is because I see the higher picture. And I can only tell you later what happens. But at this stage on my journey, if yours is mirroring a similar path as mine, I can say that there comes a place of peace, and that is happening on the energetic level. So in my own personal instance, we are not having particular physical conversations or whatever. We're just space. I'm on one side of the world, he's on the other side of the world. We're just having space, and there is no conflict. No conflict. I cannot feel conflict. There has been, I can feel everything. His thought, when he wakes up, when he's all of these things you can feel. When they are angry, when they feel sick, you can feel all of these sorts of things. So you have to get used to the energy. It takes time, and it takes a level of self study to know what you're feeling. So it's about the energies coming into harmony on the spiritual level, and this is what the visions today and over the weeks of June have been showing me. The coming together of the souls, the reaching, the pointing, aiming, coming towards each other, the reaching out. It's all on the spiritual level. Now, when you work with energy, as I'm sure many of you do, and you will know that, and in particular the way that I work, you can see when people are accelerating with their spiritual path. Energetically, I can see that. You can see when they have healed certain things. However, you can see it on an energetic level. But the physical is much slower than the energetic level. So it takes longer to catch up in the physical world to what's actually happening in the spiritual world. So this is the same with the twin flame union. Now, I don't want to scare people off with this thing about, oh, it's all about twin flames, twin souls. Guess what? Everybody has a twin soul. Everybody. There is nobody without one. And everybody, if they are pursuing their ascension or their awakening and accelerating their consciousness, everybody is going to connect with their twin soul, be it in the physical or in the spiritual. Everybody is going to connect. So if you are diligent on your spiritual path and you are totally dedicated to the greater good and making a difference, because that's why twin flames and twin souls connect, because it's about doing something for the collective. It is not about getting married, living happily ever after in a little house with a white picket fence. It is not about that. It is because when you come together with your twin flame, be it in the spiritual or be it in the physical, the energies still have to be able to harmonize. So it's about coming into harmony with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And this is the same for same-sex connections or whatever. It's one is divine masculine, one is divine feminine. It makes no difference what the actual gender is. So the divine masculine and the divine feminine must come into harmony with each other. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's in the spiritual, because as those that have walked the path with Lux or Light will know that the same thing happens. You start working with these energies and it drags up the chaos and makes you look at yourself, makes you look at things, and you go through stuff and you accelerate your path and karma comes toward you for you to face. It's like it's not a journey for the chicken or whatever you want to call it. It's not a very good terminology, but anyway, it's not for the faint-hearted. That's what I meant to say. And the twin flame journey is not for the faint-hearted, and it doesn't matter if it's on the spiritual or on the physical. I often wonder, did I actually meet and start to harmonize with my twin in 2004 when Lux or Light came through? It's quite possible, actually, it could have happened before. I have a long story to write about all of this, but it's not for tonight. So we are seeing the energies coming together. But I don't, even though I told you to wear your lipstick tonight because you're going to meet your twin flame, I'm just having some fun with it. But what I want you to understand is that we come together first on the spiritual, I say it 1,000 times, and then as we have healed and adjusted and come into harmony with ourselves enough, then the harmony can happen with the twin soul, be it in spirit or in the physical, and then the missions and the purpose can awaken. So the collective mission for the twin flames, twin souls, is to heal polarity, to heal and bring in harmony between the opposites, the yin and the yang. It's a collective mission. It's not a one does this and a one does that. It's a collective mission that when twin souls are in harmony, they initiate an energy or a frequency that helps other people to come into harmony. That's why I wonder, that I must have started to do this in 2004, because Luxor Light is the same journey, does the same thing. So I could talk about this forever, but I'm not going to. I think that's enough for tonight. I just want to mention a few things, that today being the 65th, there are no coincidences. Today is session 65. 6 plus 5 is 11. The mirrors looking at each other. And it's the 24th of June. 24 is a 6. 2 plus 4 equals 6. It's the love vibration. And if you add up each number in the date today, singularly, it becomes 24. So we have a 24, 24, no coincidences. 24, 24, love, love, lovers, lovers. It's a higher scale of the lovers. It's a master, it's a gateway for twin souls and divine love, divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together and coming into hopefully harmony. That's going to depend on each individual. Of course, I can't say that, okay, collectively today everybody is in harmony, because it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. But the energies are coming through for us to help to bring forward for our own journeys, and then it will, in divine time, be for others as well. Everything happens in divine time. Now, I've done the cards for today. So that's where we're going now. And the first card is the sun. And, I had to smile when I saw this, because it's a little bit like the flame, the fire that was, really beaming brightly, and the divine feminine was, warming herself. But here we have the purity, ready to ride forward on the spiritual journey, the mission, the power, spiritual power with the white horse. And the child, the innocent, totally vulnerable, innocent, ready to move forward with this red sash, which is action. It's time to take action. And so, the sun is masculine, is the masculine energy. So it's saying, I am here, I'm here. And the divine masculine is here, ready. Are you ready to ride forward with the divine masculine into your mission? Because remember, I said that the divine masculine is about soul purpose and soul mission and direction. So it is about, if we don't have the masculine, if we're not in harmony with the masculine, we will not be in harmony with our soul's direction. So if you are somebody who really wants to be on their mission and their purpose, but you're really still struggling with the masculine in some way, you need to heal that. You really need to heal that, because you will not be able to move forward while you are having a battle of wills between the masculine and the feminine. And over the last 3 years, I met my twin in 2008, first time. But then, I know a lot of synchronicities since, but then not for a long time, only a couple of times after did we bump into each other. over the years, until 3.5 years ago when we connected again, and then the connection actually really started to take place. And what happened in those last 3.5 years has been a lot of conflict, a lot of, so-called coming together and running and whatever. Not that we've really run away, because we've been in each other's face all the time, but it still happens on an energetic level. So there's been a lot of conflict. And during that time of conflict, my work, although I never stopped with my work, but I knew that I was distracted and I was not moving forward with my work, because I couldn't, because I had to heal whatever needed to be healed that was mirroring at me and dredging out the worst stuff within me. And so now I feel at peace again, and my work has taken off again. And you will notice this: if your work and your life is starting to move forward in a positive way, you know that you've come into harmony with another part of yourself, and in particular with the masculine side of you, because that is the action side. The feminine is the energy that supports the action of it. And the second card that came out was the King of Wands. So here is the masculine, and he has, I need to put my glasses on because I can't see what he has. He has something. He has, what do you call that little lizard thing that changes, that salamander. He has the salamander, which is about transformation and can change at will, really, can change and can transmute and transform. A lot of change coming through and a lot of growth. He has the wand there. He's looking forward. He's really ready to take action. And he's wearing a green cape across the heart, which means he's actually healing his heart. And this is what the divine masculine has to do, heal the heart. So he's come in today and saying, here I am in the physical. Here I am in the spiritual. Here I am in the physical. And I have made some transformation. I have been making some healing. Healing has been going on within me. And here we have the third card. The third energy is the divine feminine, and she's holding her sword up, sword of truth, and like her hand out to show the way. This is very similar to the vision that I had, if you like, obviously not the same picture, but, she's there. So we have the divine feminine and the divine masculine come out in the first three cards. And the fourth card is the Six of Wands. And this is like success, like an achievement. So again, we can see that the cards are leading up to saying yes. And look, he's riding his horse with a green cape, which is massive healing has happened. Massive healing. This is incredible. And the horse again is white. This is a spiritual journey moving forward. And it's time to take action again. Actually, he's wearing an orange cape, which is harmony. He's come into harmony. So it's saying we have achieved harmony, and the massive amount of healing has taken place for this journey that must move forward. I'm excited. And so here we have the the strength card. The strength card, it is card number 8. And 8 is as above, so below. It is about the healing of karma. It is about forgiveness. It is about unconditional love. And the journey of the twin flame, twin soul is about understanding and coming into from a place of unconditional love. Now, she's wearing an infinity symbol above her head, saying she has opened the gate to the higher wisdom, to the infinite potentialities that exist for us and our mission. And she is talking with her lion, she has tamed her ego. She has tamed the beast, and she's at friends with that. So this could be the divine feminine or the masculine, it doesn't matter, but this is the gate is now open for the infinite potentialities. You have tamed the beast within yourself, and you have made friends with your ego. And together you can move forward, and there will be a lot of growth. And obstacles at the moment are in the background. Yes, they will come forward again. There are always obstacles on our journey. There is no growth without obstacles, without challenges. But for now, everything is brilliant yellow, bright, shining, very positive, very illuminated, and very expansive. Yellow is very expansive and is the most illuminating color of the spectrum. So it is saying there is a great illumination happening. And the sixth card is the card of judgment. And this is saying it is time to rise up. Rise up, ascend, rise up. The call has been sent out. Just like we saw the flame and Serapis with his hand out calling. The call has been made. Will you answer the call? Are you ready? And let the ego go. Let the preconceived ideas go about what is twin flame, what is, twin soul. Oh my goodness, I will lose my husband or whatever. You will not. If you were meant to be in a relationship, if you meet your twin flame and you are in a relationship, you are meant to be in that relationship. You don't leave it. And if you are meant to be in a relationship with your twin flame, you will be in a relationship with your twin flame, and it will happen. It may not be now, maybe later. I personally can't tell you the answer to that one. And I don't want to say, well, all the books say this or say that, because, there is a massive age difference between me and my twin flame. So if we came together in a relationship, it would be, odd. So, but it's not impossible, but it would be probably odd. So I've had to deal with all of that, as he has had to deal with all of that. And so this is about rise up, rise above the earthly side of things. You have been called, all of you that are watching this, all of you that are here, all of you have been called. Everybody has a twin soul, in spirit or in the physical. It doesn't matter. You've been called. Rise up, let go of your preconceived ideas of what it's all about. Let go of the relationship idea of things. Step up into ascension, step up into the mission, step up into what it is that you are supposed to do. Rise up, answer the call. You have been called, and that is far more important. And I want to tell you that I always said for a very, very long time, I choose God over man. And guess what? I was tested every step of the way. And that's another story. But choose, and God being the mission, my spiritual purpose, my ascension, and reality is I do, but I'm still human. And so, we get tested on what it is that we say. I am strong enough. I am bigger. I am this. I am that. Okay, are you really? If you're going to say it, if you're going to say it to other people, even if you're going to judge other people, then you're going to face the judgment, and you're going to face the tests and the challenges. And so rise up. How beautiful is this? There's the flame. There's the divine masculine just shining, waiting for the purpose, the mission, your purpose. You put your lippy on for your purpose. Here he is. He's a king, and he's waiting for his queen. So that, what does a king and a queen do? A king and a queen, they rule a realm. You are ready to rule your realm. You need to be balanced and in harmony with the divine masculine, divine feminine within yourself, and then within wherever, it is. And success, you've done it. Seriously, you've done it. There's a great number of twin souls right now that have done it. And so they are moving forward onto their mission, because this is what this is saying. Mission is taking place. You're ready. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Just do it. You don't have to have it all happen all at once. It happens step by step. But take that first step. Take that first step and then take another step. And okay, so you might go, oh, that's a bit too much. That's okay. Take a day off and then take another step. Just keep moving forward. You have the strength. You would not be here if you didn't have the strength to do it. You have the strength, you have the tools, you have the know-how, you have the wisdom, you have the infinite potentiality. You have been called. Rise up, rise up. Many will be called, but not many will answer the call. Where are you? So that's it for the reading. I'm excited. And now I'm going to turn the recording off, and those that are staying on for the codes, that's what we're going to do. And if you're watching this later on YouTube and you would like to buy the codes, they are $15 Australian and will be sent out to you through email. Just connect with me. And also, while I'm here, if I'm talking on YouTube right now, click the subscribe button, press the little ding-dong bell so that you get notifications, and give me a thumbs up if you think I deserve it. Okay, turning off the recording.